When danger strikes, there are only a few dogs you can truly count on to stand between you and a threat. Two of the most powerful contenders for this role are the Doberman and the Belgian Malinois. Both dogs are known for their unmatched loyalty, sharp intelligence, and fierce dedication to their owners. But which one would truly defend you to the very end? The answer isn't simple, because these two breeds bring very different strengths to the table. The Doberman is a classic symbol of strength and loyalty. With a sleek body, deep bark, and natural instinct to protect, it is often seen as a fearless bodyguard. It forms deep emotional bonds and tends to react quickly to perceived threats. The Belgian Malinois, on the other hand, is a tactical genius in the dog world. Used by elite military forces and police units worldwide, this dog doesn't just protect, it calculates. It watches, waits, and acts with precision and intensity. While the Doberman shows love through closeness and courage, the Malinois proves loyalty through focus, control, and performance. Choosing between them means understanding what kind of protector you truly need. Are you looking for a loving guardian with intimidating presence or a high-performance protector with military-grade discipline? This guide will break down their differences across 8 key points, from loyalty and courage to trainability and stamina. In the end, you'll know exactly which of these powerful breeds is best suited to defend you without hesitation. Point 1. Instinct to protect. The instinct to protect is one of the most important traits when evaluating a guardian dog. The Doberman was specifically bred to be a personal protector, and that heritage shows in its natural behavior. It has a powerful internal drive to defend its home, its territory, and most of all, its family. A Doberman does not require extensive prompting to act when it senses danger. It reacts swiftly, using both its body language and powerful bark to challenge threats. This instinct is almost automatic and often emotional, driven by the close bond it has with its owner. The Belgian Malinois, while also possessing strong protective instincts, tends to operate in a more measured and calculated way. It was bred for herding and protection work, and over time, evolved into one of the most trusted dogs for military and law enforcement use. Rather than jumping into action immediately, a Malinois is more likely to assess the situation and wait for a command. It thrives on direction and discipline, often making it a more controlled protector. It will defend with great force, but it prefers doing so as part of a structured task. Both dogs will absolutely protect their owners when necessary. However, their approach is different. The Doberman leads with emotion and instinct, making it a more reactive and proactive household guardian. The Malinois leads with structure and focus, making it a refined and dependable tool in high-level protection settings. If you need a dog that acts instantly and naturally, the Doberman might be the better fit. If you prefer a dog that waits for your signal and executes with tactical precision, the Malinois may be the superior choice. Each has a loyal heart, but their instincts guide them down 2 different paths in how they protect you. Point 2. Trainability and obedience. When comparing trainability and obedience, both the Doberman and the Belgian Malinois rank extremely high. However, their learning styles and responsiveness are shaped by their breed-specific instincts. The Belgian Malinois is considered one of the most trainable breeds in the world. It is widely used in military, police, and search and rescue work due to its incredible focus and eagerness to perform. This dog is constantly seeking tasks and challenges. It thrives on learning, repetition, and precision. Even complex commands can be taught quickly if the trainer is skilled and consistent. Dobermans are also intelligent and quick learners, but they have a more emotional personality. They learn well in environments where trust and respect are mutual. They respond positively to firm but loving guidance. However, they may show occasional stubbornness if they sense weakness or inconsistency from the trainer. Unlike the Malinois, which stays in work mode for long periods, the Doberman might need breaks and motivational reinforcement. It can excel in obedience but often seeks approval and affection more than strict task completion. The Malinois, by contrast, seems wired for work. Its obedience is often immediate, precise, and focused. It does not just follow commands, it anticipates them. This makes it ideal for handlers who want a dog that functions like a teammate or a tactical partner. However, the same drive that makes Malinois so trainable can also lead to frustration if they are not challenged regularly. In short, both breeds are trainable, but the Malinois demands more experience from the owner. It thrives under clear leadership and constant stimulation. The Doberman is slightly more forgiving and emotionally responsive but still requires consistent effort. If you want obedience that feels like teamwork, choose the Doberman. If you want elite-level performance, the Malinois takes the lead. Point 3. Loyalty and bonding. Loyalty is a defining trait of both the Doberman and the Belgian Malinois, but they express it in different ways. The Doberman is deeply emotional and forms strong personal bonds with its owner and family. It is the type of dog that will follow you from room to room, wanting to be close and involved in your daily life. This emotional closeness translates into a strong protective instinct. A Doberman does not just guard a space, it guards a person. Its loyalty is visible in the way it reacts to your voice, your presence, and even your moods. The Belgian Malinois also displays loyalty, but it is expressed through its work ethic and discipline. This breed bonds deeply through shared activities, training, and purpose. Rather than seeking constant affection, it prefers to show its loyalty by being dependable and responsive. The Malinois is not overly emotional, but it is devoted to its role. When properly bonded through training and structure, it will follow commands and protect without question. If you are looking for a loyal dog that shows love through cuddles, closeness, and presence, the Doberman is ideal. It is emotionally tuned in and thrives on companionship. The Malinois, while loyal, maintains a more professional distance. It can be affectionate, but its bond is often tied more to its tasks than to your emotions. In families or personal protection settings where emotional closeness is valued, the Doberman provides that extra layer of connection. If you're a highly active person looking for a loyal working dog that excels in performance and duty, the Malinois offers unmatched dedication. Both will stand by you when it matters, but the Doberman will do so like a best friend, while the Malinois will do so like a trusted soldier. Point 4. Energy and endurance. Energy and endurance are critical factors when choosing a dog for protection and companionship. The Belgian Malinois is one of the most energetic dog breeds in the world. It has a relentless drive to move, work, and stay mentally engaged. This energy level is not just high, it is extreme. The Malinois requires multiple hours of physical and mental stimulation daily to stay balanced. If left understimulated, it can develop behavioral issues such as chewing, pacing, or even anxiety. It needs structure, tasks, and challenges to feel fulfilled. The Doberman, on the other hand, is energetic but more balanced. It enjoys daily walks, jogs, or training sessions and is very athletic. However, it also knows how to relax and enjoy calm moments indoors. After a good exercise session, the Doberman is content to lie at your feet or relax with the family. It can adjust more easily to a variety of lifestyles as long as it gets regular activity. For individuals or families with extremely active lifestyles, or for those who want a dog to accompany them in highly demanding physical tasks, the Malinois may be a better match. It is built for endurance and thrives in high-intensity roles. For people seeking a mix of energy and calm, the Doberman fits well. It's active when needed and calm when the day winds down. Both dogs need exercise and engagement, but the Malinois demands far more structure and intensity. If you have the time, experience, and drive to meet its needs, the Malinois will reward you with unmatched stamina. If you want a powerful dog that also knows when to rest, the Doberman gives you the best of both worlds without overwhelming your schedule. Point 5. Temperament around strangers. Temperament around strangers is a key trait when choosing a protective dog. The Doberman is naturally suspicious of unfamiliar people. This suspicion is not usually aggressive but is alert and observant. A Doberman will often position itself between its owner and a stranger, especially in unfamiliar environments. It will assess the person's tone, posture, and behavior before deciding whether the situation is safe. Once it senses no threat, the Doberman can become friendly and well-mannered, though it always remains watchful. Its loyalty means that strangers are often kept at emotional distance until trust is earned. The Belgian Malinois takes a slightly different approach. It is also wary of strangers, but its response is more controlled, especially when well trained. Malinois dogs are not naturally friendly to everyone. They are focused and task-driven. They often ignore people unless directed otherwise. In working roles, they're trained to remain neutral until given a command to act. This makes them excellent in high-pressure situations, such as patrol or crowd control, because they do not overreact. However, without training, the Malinois can become overly alert or reactive to strangers. This means socialization is crucial from a young age. A poorly socialized Malinois may view every stranger as a potential threat, which can lead to stress or defensive behavior. The Doberman, while also requiring early socialization, generally has a more intuitive read on people based on emotional energy and posture. In summary, both breeds are cautious around strangers, but the Doberman uses instinct and emotion to gauge the situation, while the Malinois relies on discipline and cues. If you want a guardian that instinctively reacts to subtle social tension, the Doberman may serve better. If you want a protector that waits for direction and acts with precision, the Malinois is more suitable. Point 6. Family compatibility. When it comes to family compatibility, the Doberman often has an advantage. It is affectionate, emotionally intelligent, and deeply attached to its human pack. With proper training and early socialization, Dobermans are excellent with children and can be very gentle. They form strong bonds not just with one person but with the entire household. This makes them reliable protectors in family environments. They are alert but know when to relax and simply be a part of everyday life. A Doberman wants to be included in activities and enjoys physical closeness, often leaning or sitting near its loved ones. The Belgian Malinois is more complex in this area. It can be a good family dog, but it is not naturally suited to homes with small children or casual routines. The Malinois is intense, focused, and driven. Without enough physical and mental stimulation, it can become restless, which may result in nipping, herding behaviors, or over-alertness. This dog thrives in environments with structured routines, clear boundaries, and active lifestyles. Families with older children or teenagers who can help exercise and train the dog are usually a better fit. Another key difference is emotional sensitivity. The Doberman often mirrors the emotions in the home. It reacts to stress, excitement, or calm with its own mood. The Malinois, while alert, does not always sync emotionally with its family in the same way. It's more about performance and tasks than cuddles and comfort. In conclusion, if you're looking for a protective dog that also doubles as a loving family member, the Doberman is the more balanced choice. It can be both a guard and a companion. If your family is highly active, experienced with dogs, and able to handle the mental needs of a working breed, the Malinois can still be a loyal addition, but it requires much more work. Point 7. Aggression control. Aggression control is essential when evaluating a protective dog breed. The Doberman, though often seen as intimidating, is generally well-mannered and in control of its aggression. With proper training and socialization, it learns quickly when to show restraint and when to act. Dobermans respond to their owner's tone and body language. If the handler is calm, the Doberman usually follows suit. This emotional connection allows the owner to influence the dog's reaction to tense situations. However, poor training or neglect can lead to overprotectiveness or reactivity, especially if the dog feels its family is threatened. The Belgian Malinois, on the other hand, has very high drive and alertness. It is incredibly sensitive to movement, tone, and environmental cues. If not trained and socialized early, its energy can transform into nervous aggression. This is not typical meanness, it's more a lack of direction. A well-trained Malinois is highly controlled and only uses aggression when commanded. But without guidance, this breed can become dangerously reactive, especially when it feels cornered or overstimulated. The Malinois' power and speed can escalate situations quickly, so aggression control depends entirely on proper structure and firm, consistent training. It is not a breed that can be left to figure things out on its own. The Doberman, while powerful, is often more emotionally grounded and easier for average owners to read and redirect. In summary, both dogs have the ability to control aggression, but the Doberman is generally more naturally balanced in home environments. The Malinois needs more supervision, experience, and clarity. If you're an experienced dog handler, the Malinois can be safely managed. For the average family, the Doberman's aggression control is easier to maintain and predict, making it the safer option for most households. Point 8. Deterrence factor. Deterrence plays a major role in protection. Sometimes, the presence of a strong, intimidating dog is enough to prevent danger from even occurring. The Doberman's sleek, muscular build and intense gaze make it a highly effective deterrent. Its reputation as a fearless guardian adds to its power. When someone sees a Doberman watching from behind a gate or standing next to its owner, most people will think twice before approaching. Its posture, bark, and stare send a very clear message: this dog means business. In fact, many intruders or troublemakers walk away simply because they don't want to test the Doberman's limits. The Belgian Malinois, although slightly smaller in size, also has a strong deterrence factor, especially to those familiar with working dogs. Its sharp focus, high energy, and quick reactions make it look like a professional on duty. In military and police uniforms, a Malinois is instantly recognized as a serious threat. However, to the untrained eye, it may not be as intimidating as the Doberman. It lacks the tall, imposing silhouette and dramatic features that give the Doberman such a strong visual presence. That said, once the Malinois springs into action, it becomes an unstoppable force. Its speed and precision are terrifying to witness. But deterrence is about perception before action. In this regard, the Doberman often wins simply because of its iconic look and commanding presence. It announces itself without needing to move. In conclusion, both breeds can physically defend their owners, but in terms of appearance alone, the Doberman has the edge. If you want a dog that prevents threats before they even arise, the Doberman's intimidating presence does the job. If you're focused more on capability and reaction over image, the Malinois still delivers, just with less visual drama. Both the Doberman and the Belgian Malinois are elite defenders, but their strengths serve different types of people. The Doberman offers loyalty wrapped in emotional depth, physical presence, and quick instinct. It thrives in family settings, bonds closely with its owner, and doesn't hesitate when danger appears. Its protective nature is heartfelt and immediate, making it ideal for those who want both a companion and a defender. The Belgian Malinois is a performance-driven protector. Its loyalty is built on respect, training, and mission-oriented focus. It thrives in high-stress, controlled environments and demands an experienced hand to guide its intelligence and energy. If you need a dog that can execute complex tasks with precision, the Malinois stands unmatched. In the end, your lifestyle will decide which breed is best for you. Choose the Doberman if you want a balanced, loving, and powerful home guardian. Choose the Belgian Malinois if you're ready for the responsibility of handling one of the most capable working dogs in the world.